What's cracking, everybody, and welcome to episode 197 of the Good Kraken podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Ernell Pearson, alongside baby boy. We got him. We got Twitch.tv's DJ What's happening, baby? What's up? What are you up to,
My
dog?
goodness. Dude, I am fucking chilling. I've been just doing my thing, dude. Doing my thing. Still coughing, and I'm kind of mad about that.
Still coughing? Yeah, you're still feel a little icky from last week.
It's not like icky. It's just like I think like the lasting like irritation from my like throat
Yeah, some little bit of
being inflamed and
inflammation in
shit,
there. Yeah.
So every time I talk, like it just like triggers it, I guess. So
Oh, that's okay, man. Well, I mean, like, you'll get through it soon. I mean, that's kind of like the ending phase of like getting over your sickness, right?
Because like last year, actually at the same time, like when I got my booster, like my third shot,
Your booster seat. You're sitting in your booster seat.
shot in January, like New Year's, and I got really sick for like 3 weeks after that.
Yeah.
And then I had that lingering cough, but that lingering cough stayed for like 4 months, 4.5 months.
Oh, right.
And then I went to go see like the doctor, and he's like, you could be just like allergic to you are allergic to pollen. It could just be like springtime. Like I don't know, doc. Like it's just a random ass cough. And then he prescribed me like to take some like steroids or whatever, like from the from the pharmacy, and my cough cleared up in like a day. And I was like,
shit.
oh wow, okay.
Yeah, okay.
I was like, so I think me being sick left me like weaker to like the allergens in pollen. So that's why I kept having the cough. So it might be that again if it still continues like past like this week.
Dude, it's that time of year, man. I mean, like, Garrett caught that stomach flu. My guitarist caught that stomach flu. There's all sorts of fucking wild shit. The RSV cough is still going around, man. It's kind of a fucking wild time. And it's crazy, too, because, like, I remember talking to someone about this. I'm like, we just got done doing like 3 years of like just sitting inside, and like how susceptible people could potentially be to like all of us were like hardly sick during the 3 years of quarantine, right?
Right.
Like I maybe got sick once.
I wasn't sick at all.
Yeah.
If anything, I was sick before COVID. Yep. Like on my birthday, like during December of 2019, like I got the fucking flu.
Oh, you got that thing too, right? Where like it probably was COVID, but we don't really know.
No, like it was just the flu, because like I just started throwing up. I lost a ton of weight too. Like I lost 17 pounds.
Oh
like,
my god!
That's how sick I was. Yeah.
Oh my god,
dude. I couldn't even come outside to greet my siblings when they came over for Christmas.
Jesus
that's how sick
Christ,
I was. Man. Yeah.
That's fucking lot, dude. That's
yeah.
You gotta puke a lot to be dropping 17 pounds, man. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, about like 15, 17, yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about though? How like right before COVID actually happened, there was like a ton of people that caught this weird, like really fucked up chest cold. And like I remember I got it, and that shit knocked me on my ass for like 3.5 months, man. We were set up to like record vocals for my band and shit like way back, and we had to delay it by like 2 months because my cough just would not fucking go away.
You just fucking...
Dude, it was wild. And then I was just not sick for the following 3 years after that, dude. Jag and Chad, your boy had that freak flu January 2020. See what I mean? See what I'm saying? Yeah. That's not, dude. That shit was wild right before COVID, man. What's not sick though, Lock and Load and Chats has found out yesterday The Last of Us on PC was delayed to the end of the month.
No way, bro.
Damn it, man. DJ, dude, I want you to play that fucking game so bad, man.
Dude.
So bad, dude.
Somebody in the Good Kraken chat give me a PS5 and
that's
a TV
what I'm saying,
and
right?
a stereo system and 3 controllers.
Hey, get chat. You guys subscribe to us enough times, we might be able to work out getting DJ a PS5. Yeah. So just like, I'm just being real with you here, okay? I mean, like, DJ's sick. I'm so fucking sick. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
let's just
All right.
we're out here, baby, because this is the Good Kraken podcast, your choice for all the nerdy video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you are too sick to hear. Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Saturdays at 12 p.m. You like the glasses, like incognito thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm smooth, dog. You know what I'm saying? Jack and Chan did.
I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. You know when you put the glasses on, you look like a like a Russian nesting doll. Like just.
If you're riding this wave, you can head on over to our Discord channel where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive content, and soon have early access episodes before they go live on podcasts and video services across the digital sea.
Yarg.
Jack says, did somebody say gift subs? I mean, I'm not saying somebody said gift subs, but if you want to give some subs, I'm not going to say no, you know what I'm saying? But if you've emptied your pockets for the latest and greatest in entertainment, that is totally fine. You can watch us record this show live right here at twitch.tv/goodkraken show. If you have Amazon Prime, you also have Twitch Prime. DJ, tell them.
Prime Gaming.
And we would love for you to give that to us to help keep us pushing content out for all of you listening or watching at home. But you can also support us by going to our YouTube channel by clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Good Kraken with an exclamation mark and leaving a review there.
Review.
DJ,
what's up, bro?
we have a captain's order, my guy. Guys, episode 63 of the Shipwreck Show will be live later on tonight.
My bad.
Oh, no, it's okay. It's all right, doggy dog.
My bad. My bad, guys. That's on me, on behalf of the Good Kraken podcast. That was on me, guys. That was on me.
It's okay.
My mistake.
DJ's just way too sick to be out here uploading.
Yeah, I'm too sick.
So fucking sick. You know what I mean?
Way too sick.
God damn, dude. But that will be up later on tonight once I get a chance to get that uploaded and ready for you guys. And then this episode here, live on Saturday, March 4th, we will be having this episode up tomorrow morning. I'm going to try to get us into a point where I can start getting our Saturday live recordings uploaded day of, is what I'm preferring to try to do. So because I do a lot of reviews on Saturday. So hang tight, guys. We'll have these Saturday episodes up day of here pretty soon. Just give me some time to kind of get the logistics taken care of. So in the meantime, DJ, what do we got for the folks at home next?
Get a hands. Ladies and gentlemen, put them on your decks, please.
Put them on the deck, sir. Guys, Hands on Deck is our little segment where we talk about some content that we've recently watched or played, and we try to pitch it to each other. And we try to pitch it to you guys at home to get you guys up to date on some of the newest and latest and greatest in entertainment that we were talking about earlier. DJ here has gotten a chance to experience some fun stuff the other day. DJ, what have you been playing or watching?
Well, Ernell, I'm so glad you asked. Not like we planned for this at all.
Not at all. Yes.
It's all live, all improv. I went to go see Creed 3 last night with a friend. And
yes, dude.
It was amazing, brother.
Was it? Oh, dude.
It was so good.
That makes me so excited, man.
Michael B. Jordan in his directorial debut, basically.
Okay.
He kills it.
Okay.
He kills it. As his directorial debut, he kills it in Creed 3. The cinematography was on point. I love all the different shots of LA and there's these different angles that you normally don't really see. And Michael B. Jordan said it himself in interviews where he takes a lot of inspiration from anime that he's watched.
Yes.
He's a big anime watcher.
He is, yes, absolutely.
And that is so prevalent in the final fight. There's even there's clips rolling around right now that it's 1-to-1 with some Dragon Ball clips.
Okay.
It's sick.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Creed 3, follows, of course, Adonis Creed again.
Yes.
This is further along in his career, and he is basically retired. He goes into this final fight, this championship bout, and then he retires, and now he's taking care of his wife and his kid,
Yes.
who is deaf. That
Oh, his
there's a
kid's
lot of
deaf. Oh,
there's a
wow.
lot of there's a lot of black deaf kids in our shows and our
Apparently,
movies now,
yeah, apparently,
which is
dude.
great, which I'm here for.
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
Because if you remember in Creed 2, I think it was Tessa Thompson's character was losing her hearing,
Yes, she
and I
was.
think
Yes.
that's and that translated to their daughter now being deaf, and like Michael B. Jordan and Tessa Thompson like learning sign language and signing to each other. Um, so again, Adonis Creed, he's retired and he's opened up his own gym, and now he is backing a new fighter, a championship level fighter. And retirement's cool until he runs into his old friend Damian Anderson,
Okay. Okay.
who just is straight out of prison like a week ago, right? As he's walking out the gym.
Week ago.
And him him and Dame and Adonis have a history. They grew up in a I think I don't know what it was called. It's like I guess an orphanage.
Okay.
Not an orphanage, but like I think that's what it is. It or some place to take care of them, like
Like a halfway home sort of thing.
type type of thing.
Okay.
And so there's some drama. So like Damian Anderson is a little bit older than Adonis Creed, and we basically see him and Adonis kind of roll together, and Adonis being Michael B. Jordan's character being kind of like the assistant to Damian Anderson, because he was like the youngest, like the best amateur fighter at the time.
Okay. Okay.
Um, and then something happens where Damien goes to jail and and Adonis doesn't.
Okay.
And Damien's been in jail for 18 years. And
Oh,
so
wow.
now,
So, like, through his adulthood.
and
Okay.
that's Jonathan Major's character. Sorry,
Yes.
Damian
of course,
Anderson is
of course.
Jonathan Major's character, and now Damien's back, and he wants a shot at the title, which he didn't get when he was young because he went to prison. And so now Adonis is trying to help his old friend, but there's certain limitations that he has, and and he has a hesitation with Damien, and Damien shows his character kind of more throughout the movie, through the film.
Sure.
Without spoiling too much, he isn't the best, and he doesn't have Creed's best interest
Okay.
at heart.
Okay.
And it plays out beautifully, which and Damien kind of triggers Adonis Creed to come out of retirement, and they have a big final fight. They call it the Battle of Los Angeles, because they're both from Los Angeles. It's
Let's
so
go,
and
dude.
they rent out this big ass baseball stadium, and it's insane. It's insane.
Dog. Dog.
So
dude.
I have to say, Jonathan Majors kills this fucking role.
Yeah.
This is the year of Jonathan Majors.
This is the year of
and
Johnny Majors, baby. Let's go.
I think this is his best character.
Yeah? Yeah?
Because now every time I look at him outside, like in interviews, I get anxiety. I look at him and I'm like, he's about to do something crazy. That's how good he plays Damian Anderson. Like, that's how good he plays this antagonist. This is probably like one of the best like antagonists in the entire like Creed franchise. This is the best.
Okay.
The best.
Okay, more than Dragon.
And some people even said arguably the Rocky franchise too.
Oh shit. Okay. All right.
He is great in this movie, and he's kind of the star of the show. Michael B. Jordan, he's kind of like, he takes a little bit of a backseat. You kind of see him more interacting with his family,
Okay, so it's not
But
as focused on him as it is just his family as a
yeah,
unit. Okay.
it's focused on their two are both of them are the main focus, but
Okay. Okay.
it's more focused on Damien trying to make his way, and then like them butting heads
Okay.
until the final
Okay.
bout. Um, I really enjoyed this movie. It's a lot of action. Some people said like I was reading up on some reviews and they're saying like the middle of the movie lacks a little bit of pacing.
The
Like
second
pacing
act.
issues.
Okay. Okay.
Because it's kind of like the build up towards the big final fight. And I didn't mind it as much. I think there's still some stakes there. There's still some tension
Yeah.
that keeps you going. But I was glued. My eyes were glued to the screen the whole movie.
Fucking let's
Um,
go, dude.
it's so good, and like I I will say there's some gripes I have. There's some plot like holes, like or not plot holes. There's like missing plot points. Like there's
Okay.
some things that are introduced and then never get expanded upon like
Okay.
uh later on in the film. Like there's some elements that are put in, and I don't know if this is like partly because of like Ryan Coogler or it's a Michael B. Jordan's decision, but some things I wish were touched up upon like towards the end of the film, which they'd never get addressed.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. That's fair.
but all in all, I think if this is the last film in the Creed series, this is like a great way to end it. Um, uh, but there could be more continuation because his daughter gets into boxing,
Oh,
and
let's go, dude.
so we could see another like a Creed 4, him training his daughter and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
dude.
um, I have to say, this final fight, the whole buildup of it, um, it is some of the best professional fighting I've ever seen in a movie.
Okay, like the choreography and
Ever.
everything is like top notch.
Yes, and like the cinematography choices that Michael B. Jordan does. Like when he said he is inspired by anime, you will know exactly what I mean when you watch that final fight.
Yeah, okay.
There's like
All right.
I don't want to spoil too much, but of course there's like the what I said about the one-on-one clips, like of like straight from an anime,
Yeah.
and then there's like in the middle of the fight, it's like a dream sequence, and like all the crowd's gone, but the stadium's still there,
Let's
and then like
go,
there's
dude.
one like Jonathan Majors is backing Michael B. Jordan's character to the ropes, but like once uh Creed's back hits the ropes, it turns into like a prison, like prison bars, and then they fight. Dude, it's sick. It is
Oh
sick.
my god,
The
dude.
colors changing.
Oh
It is
fuck.
amazing. It's so this movie. I was the one thing I was worried about coming in was that the trailer showed too much,
Okay.
right?
Right.
Because and you kind of it's kind of predictable the movie.
Sure.
But just like every like shonen anime you watched, you know the who and the what, but the how and the how and why is so important, and it
Right.
keeps you going,
Right.
right? It keeps you on your toes, and so that's what I felt watching the movie. The finding out the why and how was like it kept me like, okay, this could go this way or it could go that way.
Okay.
It most
Okay.
likely is this way, but it could go that way. And um, you know, and you kind of know what happens, but you still feel anxiety, you still feel the tension, you
Right.
still feel you want to feel sympathy or empathy for these characters, even though you know what might happen to them. So
So if
even though it is, you could say slightly predictable, it still keeps you on your toes. Or no,
Yeah, no worries.
good practice.
Yeah, or no, from the Good Kraken podcast.
Yeah,
So my very really kind of only question, I don't know if you can really
yeah,
answer this too much without spoiling too
yeah.
much, but what are the stakes for Creed, Adonis Creed, in this movie? Because obviously he's come out of retirement. He's come out of
Mhm.
retirement for reasons here. But why do we as the audience believe that if he loses this fight, what is there to lose for him by losing this fight against Dame?
Um, it's kind of like an internal battle. Some of it is
Okay.
an internal battle that is addressed in the film, which has to do with him and Damien's past
Okay.
and
Okay.
how he got there. And so there's this internal battle and also conflict within him and his family
Okay.
because of the trauma that he doesn't want to let out, right?
Okay, so it's
Um,
it's definitely more of a personal vendetta and a
Yeah, it's a
personal
personal
ordeal.
thing because the way it gets to this final fight, and I'm gonna try to find the words because like I don't want to spoil like how it gets there.
Sure.
But when it when that happens, when that like catalyst event, it shoots Damien to stardom, you
Oh,
know.
okay, okay, okay. So this over
And
the course of like a pretty long
Damien's
time then.
like, "Nah, you're a coward. I sent you letters and you didn't read them." And just antagonizing Creed until Creed's like, "Enough." Like, you
Yeah,
know.
right. The pretty niche sort of like beat by beat 1v1 rival storyline,
Yeah.
right? Sort of concept. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. So I can see where like the anime plays in there as far as like the
Yeah.
the building into like the plot line, right? Okay, that makes sense.
Mhm.
So DJ,
Yeah.
what is your final rating for this movie then? What would you give this?
This movie deserves a 9 out of 10.
Let's fucking go, baby. That's what I'm talking
A
about.
9 out of 10. The missing points were because of those like missing plot elements
Hmm.
that don't get touched upon because they are important in terms of like writing, in terms of like the characters. So that's why I like if there weren't like if there were just minor details, I would excuse it because of like how good the movie is.
Sure.
But since it pertains to certain characters and it could be important if implemented, um I have to dock 1 point. But
Okay.
this is a masterful film. Michael B. Jordan does a great job directing. Um, in this cinematography is incredible.
Okay.
Um, and yeah, I think this is the best. This is the best in the Creed series. Like
That
one
makes
is
me,
great, two is okay, three is the magnum opus. This is like the pinnacle, the peak of Creed.
dude. This, oh fuck me, man. You make me want to go watch that damn movie right and fucking
It's
now,
so
bro.
good,
Like,
man.
goddamn, dude.
It's so good, dude.
Esco, I'm
You
at the
should.
gym popping in to say hi, and I saw the Ernell Soliloquy video. Thanks for mentioning my name. I love you, Esco. I love you. Have a great weekend, gents. We love you, Esco. Have a good weekend. We'll talk to you later. Jag, never watched a Creed movie. DJ out here got me curious.
What? Watch
Jaggy
Creed
boy.
1, watch a recap of Creed 2, and then watch
No,
Creed 3.
no. Here's the deal. Okay, so Creed is a direct sequel to the Rocky movies. Direct sequel.
Mhm.
It is many years after the last Rocky movie, but
Oh, wait, okay, if
it
you
is
like
a
the Rocky
sequel.
movies, watch all 3. But
Yes, if you're into the Rocky movies, watch all three movies. If you're just watching it because you like movies, the second one isn't quite as important, and the antagonist in the second one, Dragov,
yeah.
is he leaves a lot to be desired. As far as being a villain, but I've also never watched any Rocky movies. So here's the beauty of it:
Okay.
you actually don't need to watch the Rocky movies to watch
They
Creed
kind of
because
recap it in storytelling and writing.
you kind of just
Um,
already inherently know the story of Rocky. Like all of us just kind of do, right? Like he was a
yeah.
boxer, he won some championships, he lost some shit, he won some shit. And he was the biggest boxer to come out of Philadelphia in history in that universe, right?
Mhm.
But going into Creed, all you need to know is Rocky was the guy. And that's it.
Yeah.
And
He
like
was the guy.
and maybe like
Yeah.
one of the antagonists in one of the Rocky movies is important because it's Creed's dad.
But they recap it pretty well though.
A hundred
Like
percent,
in the Creed 2.
100%, dude.
So, like they literally replay it. Oh, dude. Okay, I want to say something about Creed 3. There's a
Okay,
section of it where like once they get like this title fight going, between like Damian Anderson and another fight and one of Creed's fighters, they make it like they turn it into a Showtime like documentary. Like like when like before a fight, like
Yeah.
they interview and then like they're showing them like working out or something,
Yeah, yeah,
and they
yeah.
have the slow-mo shots, and then like they have the fighters like talk, like do voiceover.
It's like the actual
They make it like that, like a TV,
biographical.
like a TV
Okay.
production. It's super cool.
That's
It's
so
super cool how
fucking
they did
rad,
that,
man. That's so rad, dude.
like hyping up the fight. It's super sick. It's
9 out
super
of
sick.
10, dude. Dude, I wanted to watch this fucking movie so goddamn bad, man. I'm honestly I'm
It's
thinking
good,
about
bro.
going and seeing it maybe tomorrow. Like
You should. I if anything, like please go see it. Like just take my word, and you're gonna fucking love this movie. I got hype. I got chills because they all do the fucking tunnel introductions for every fight,
Oh,
and it's
let's
fucking
fucking
oh my
go, dude.
god, dude.
Let's go, dog. I'm here for it, man.
I went with my friend Z, and Z was like, I was so anxious the whole time.
Dude,
Like,
let's go, man.
scary movies, like I'm cool with, but like this, like the fucking sound, like the punches, the hits, oof, dude, you feel it.
Goddamn, baby.
You
Goddamn.
feel
Well,
it, bro.
I'll be seeing that very soon. In the meantime, I did also watch a movie the other day
Mhm.
that has kind of recently come out to be rented since it was out in theaters a little while ago. But this movie that I watched, and this might come off the tails of some hot conversations we've had of recent, because I got a chance to watch Knock at the Cabin. So this is the newest M. Night Shyamalan film, okay? And it is the story about a gay couple and their adopted daughter taking a nice lakeside vacation at a cabin, Airbnb, I'm assuming is what it is, when Dave Bautista comes walking up to their adopted daughter in the middle of the forest, who is grasshopper collecting, and he goes, "Hi, my name's Leonard. What's your name?" And she's like, "My name's Wen. I'm not supposed to talk to strangers." And he's like, "Oh, I'm just trying to be your friend." And they talk for a little bit. And she goes, "What are you doing
Adopted
here?"
Asian daughter.
Yeah, that's what I said, right? She goes, "What are you doing here?" And he says, "Well, I'm here because you and your family have to make a very, very terrible choice. And my heart breaks for the choice you guys are going to have to make today." And she
That's
rushes.
a cold line.
It's hard as fuck when he says it, dude. Because Dave Bautista, I'm gonna get into it further. Dave Bautista fucking kills it in this movie, dude. So
Yeah.
she runs inside, and 3 more people come walking out of the forest behind Leonard, and they go up to the cabin door and say, "You have to let us in. We need to talk to you." And they're all holding weapons that are like crafted of like broken rakes and like axe pieces all taped together and shit. And so they find their way into the house. Obviously, they're gonna break into this fucking cabin some way, somehow. And we are introduced to the other 3 characters, which are played by 2 actresses that I've actually never seen before. And then one, Ron Weasley from Harry Potter, plays
Ron
as
Weasley's in
another
this?
character. Yes, dude, it's wild, bro. So they go on to explain to this family that we are here to end the apocalypse because we saw a vision of us at this cabin telling us that one of you has to sacrifice yourself to stop the apocalypse from happening. The other one of you has to be the person to kill that other person. And what's going to happen if you don't do it, for every time you say no, another plague will be unleashed on Earth. And so they have them locked in this cabin, and they're trying to get them to decide, are you going to make the choice? Are you going to choose which one of you to sacrifice? And they say no. And they say, okay, well, then the Earth has had its first judgment. And then one of them falls to their knees, puts a bag over their head, and the other 3 kill them. And they turn on the TV, and one of the plagues, the biblical plagues, is unleashed on Earth. And
What
so
the fuck?
this couple are put in a position in which they have to decide whether or not they're going to take out one of the other dudes, What, like one of each other. They have to figure out which one of the two are going to get fucking taken out this day. So
Holy fuck.
here's the deal. Hype ass fucking plotline, dude. It is fucking hype as
That's
shit.
sick. That's like an anime like esque like fucking plot. Like
It's
like you have to like there's
dope,
a make a choice, bro.
dude. So the reason I say this is coming off some hot conversation is obviously, as UGK audience know, there's been some conversation between me and Devin about M. Night Shyamalan's last movie, Old, being a bad movie. Okay, and here's the deal. It is a bad movie. I don't personally think it's as bad as Devin has made it out to be, but it is a not very good movie. Totally understand it. There's some plot issues. There's some dialogue issues. M. Night Shyamalan was kind of tossing some shit together. I remember like one of my favorite tweets that I saw was like, so when that movie first came out, it was like this movie's about the time that M. Night Shyamalan went to the beach. He saw his fingers get all pruny and he was like, oh, that's it. But coming off of Old and going into here, Knock at the Cabin, this is a night and day fucking difference, dude. This movie actually kind of kills it. It fucking kills it. There are some pieces, there's some things here that I do feel are a little bit weird. But to start off on the good stuff here, Dave Bautista is he is him, bro. Like as far as actors that are currently,
is this his best character, would you say? Like that he's done?
Arguably, yeah. I feel like this is the most dynamic character he's played because Leonard, who is the sort of leader of this pack, is trying to explain to this couple these visions that their group has seen. And like these visions that have led them to this cabin and what is going to happen to Earth if they do not choose to kill one another. And the way that he's acting and portraying this like emotion of like horror, like he's terrified that this, because like the moment when he's explaining to them like what's going on, why they're there, there's this emote that Dave Bautista has where he is like almost in tears trying to explain to them like, I know this is horrible and I am so sorry that this is happening, that we have to do this.
Wow.
But we have to do this.
He is really flexing his acting chops here, right?
Yeah, 100%. Like the the other three of this little like weird like anti-apocalypse group that come into this cabin are arguably like they're okay. Ron Weasley, Rupert, whatever his name is, I can't remember his last name. He actually just plays as like a redneck like American dude. In this,
that's kind of sick.
It's kind of off-putting, but it was tight. He does okay, but like he kind of comes and goes in the movie. So like he's not in it quite as much as I would have liked him to be. What's up?
So I was gonna ask, you're telling me like this is like the storyline, right? Is that all there is? Like, does it keep me entertained with like different twists or something? Because like, it seems like if the couple would just like put their pride aside, and sacrifice the other one, it wouldn't have any problems.
So the reason that there is a underlying conflict, obviously outside of like, oh, you have to either one of you have to kill your boyfriend, right?
Right.
The conflict here is that because they're in a cabin in the middle of nowhere, they're getting this information about this apocalypse thing via word of mouth from these four, and and on news stations when they go and turn on the TV. So so what happens each time they unleash a plague, Leonard, Dave Bautista's character, says, could you please turn on the TV? We need to see what's happening. So they'll turn on the TV to a news station, and the news station is feeding them information of this thing just happened, right? So like the first one that they start talking about is like an earthquake that happens off the shoreline of Oregon, and it causes a massive tidal wave off the coast of the Pacific Northwest, which is actually a thing that they've talked about IRL is like there's a potential chance that like the Pacific Northwest could get mowed over by like one earthquake that is supposed to be happening at some point or
Mm.
another. We don't know if it'll be in our
You're
lifetime or
fucked.
not, but we're totally
You,
fucked.
Devin.
Yeah, totally fucked, dude.
80% of good Kraken will be gone.
God, just it decipated, dude. But
Uh,
they turn on the news station and they show like this event happening, and the boyfriends are split between one character who got a concussion trying to defend himself from them breaking in, and then the other boyfriend who's trying to play as the like logical thinker right now because he's like, no, you guys are fucking out of your mind, but the other boyfriend's like,
he's like, nah, this is impossible. This is
yeah, no, this is bullshit.
be
You guys are full of
realistic.
shit. You guys are here because you hate us because we're gay.
Gay,
And like you guys are targeting us. You're out of your fucking minds. The other boyfriend's kind of like, we should entertain this. So he's like asking them questions actively. They turn on the news and the logical thinker boyfriend is like, no, like you guys have been looking at your watches. I know you timed when this thing was going to turn on. It was pre-programmed hours ago. You guys knew this was going to happen.
Photoshop.
Yeah.
Pixar didn't happen.
So the
you know what I mean?
conflict,
Like,
the conflict really is, do we kill one another by something that we can't prove is real? And the only way for us to prove this is real is if we let this go on long enough that we end up actually killing each other. Because the other detail to this, they say, is if you do not make a choice, if you do not kill each other, by the end of this day, the entire world will be desecrated and you three will be left to walk the earth alone.
well, that's fucking nuts.
And so it's this choice that they have where like, we don't know if this is actually legit. We don't want to kill each other, but if it is legit, we don't want to be the only ones alive because what kind of life does that leave for our daughter? Right. And so it's this like the whole plot line of this story is just so incredibly like old school M. Night Shyamalan, and like coming off of Old, I'm thoroughly fucking impressed because Dave Bautista kills it. The gay couple kill it. Fucking Rupert, whatever his goddamn name is, he fucking kills it for what time he is in it. The caveats that I do have with this movie is sometimes the news station that they turn on looks fake. Yeah, like you can kind of tell, like, oh, they made that news segment, right? Like it's for the movie, you know what I mean?
So it keeps you on your toes. So like, oh wait, these guys could be just like fucking.
And in a weird, that's what I was gonna say. In a weird way, it kind of feels like, oh well, maybe like there is something weird about this because like it does feel a little bit like sort of preordained, you know. But there are some moments that don't feel believable that kind of take you out of it for like a moment. But then like they have something happen that puts you back into it again, and you're kind of like, fuck, man, like these stakes, dude. This is
like so now you're kind of in the position of the couple where it's like.
Yes,
this could be real, could be not.
Yes, 100%, 100%, dude.
Okay,
yeah, I was thoroughly impressed with this being an M. Night Shyamalan movie, dude. I know that like that's saying a lot in a lot of different directions.
He has some hits.
He does. Obviously, he's had movies that have been cultural zeitgeist, and this is the argument that I made with Devin the other day.
As many as he has hits, he has missed.
He has misses.
A ton.
I mean, The Happening was real bad. The Happening was real bad. What are you talking about?
When he misses, I feel like he misses hard.
Yes.
Like it's like when he hits, it's like a swish 3-pointer, right?
Yeah.
But
right.
When he misses, he hits the side of the backboard.
He's going for home runs every single time enough that he's striking out sometimes.
Right.
And I totally understand that. I totally get like M. Night Shyamalan is super inconsistent. If you want a reason to enjoy an M. Night Shyamalan movie again, this is it. This movie will be it, because I think that this movie is super creative. It's incredibly well written. There are moments that make you invest in the story again. Any moment that you have to be like this kind of getting old, it has something happen that like pulls you back in again. There are stakes left and fucking right. You feel for these characters, even the antagonistic characters you feel for, because Leonard, Dave Bautista's character, they have before they ever start any of this, each one of these like antagonists introduce themselves and explain their like quick backstory of who they are and where they're from. And so
Oh.
like Leonard goes to explain, like, I'm a second grade like elementary school teacher, and I coach the girls softball team at the school. And he's like decked out like head to toe tattoos, and he's got like
Tattoos,
this
yeah.
nice button up shirt, and it's super funny because like Dave Bautista in this movie flexing the fucking chops, dude. I believe it. I believe that this dude could be a second grade fucking teacher, man. And like, there's like one of the women of the group. She like talks about how she was a nurse, and she, you know, was in the medical field for a long time, and she has a sister that like she takes care of, and like another girl who like works in a diner because she has a son, and like just you believe all these characters are really here against their will. They don't want to be doing this shit, but they saw this vision and something's telling them they fucking have to do this. And their emotions that they're flexing in this movie, this acting, dude, watch this goddamn movie. This is an 8 out of 10 from me.
8 out of 10.
This is an 8 out of 10 M. Night Shyamalan movie, dude. I was thoroughly like, all right, let's fucking go. I would want to give this higher, but there are some moments that like that the two main actors don't quite hit. You know what I'm saying? Like they have some dialogue that they have that I'm like, but like the other four like antagonists are so good at what they're doing, it like carries these two like good guys that are having to be stuck in this situation. I also have a weirdness about like flashbacks. They have a lot of flashback moments in this movie to sort of explain what led to the gay couple coming to this cabin. They have flashbacks like when they adopted their daughter and like little things like that. And it does kind of carry the story a little bit to kind of get a good idea of like why this gay couple feels that they're being targeted. You know what I mean? In a way. But I also don't feel like those flashbacks carry the story further. I think they just kind of like are used as a way to sort of explain why the couple feel.
Just a blanket over the like already story.
Yeah, like there, I don't need a backstory for why two gay men in America think they're being targeted by evangelist Christians. You know what I mean? I don't need a backstory. I already know why they feel that way. Like anyone could fucking tell you why. I don't need a reason or explanation for why they're a gay couple and their daughter's Asian. Like, like I know that backstory. You don't need to explain that to me. So otherwise, this movie would have gotten a 9 out of 10 from me if they like sort of fixed up those things. So don't expect perfection from this movie by any means, but expect a hype ass time. 8 out of 10 from me, guys. In the meantime, y'all, have a word from our sponsors. This piece of good Kraken content is brought to you by Glide mousepads. The world is changing, and the demand for PC gaming and work from home setups has never been as wild as it is right now. Having the best of the best in PC accessories only makes it easier to get your work done before you jump right back in to the fray of the digital sea. And Glide knows exactly how to make that happen for you. Glide Mousepads is the future industry leader in mousepads, offering beautiful, smooth, waterproof products made with eco-friendly materials and non-slip rubber in a variety of sizes that are guaranteed to help you get that next win. I've got one of these bad boys in my office at work. I've got one here at my desk right now. Devin's got one. Xander's got one. This bad boy is silky smooth, silkier and smoothier than even the silkiest of smoothies or soy milk or what have you. You can go to glidemousepads.com right now and use code Kraken for 15% off the Founders Edition mousepad in every size available. Again, that's code KRAKEN Kraken for 15% off any Founders Edition mousepad today. Our next sponsor is Rogue Energy. Late nights are pretty much commonplace for all content creators, and anyone here at GK can attest that late nights are kind of our only nights. Luckily for us, though, Rogue has figured out exactly how to give those late nights and even earlier mornings the supercharge that we all need. Rogue Energy is a low-calorie, no-sugar energy formula that is the perfect alternative to sugar-filled canned energy drinks and sodas. Every formula Rogue Energy produces is designed with optimal levels of high-quality ingredients and no chalky textures. Again, we don't want that. We don't want that. Being the only gaming drink company in the world with 4 unique product lines to suit your task at hand, Rogue Energy strives to improve the in-game performance of gamers, streamers, and content creators around the world. Now, I know that we've been riding this train for a long time. You might be tired of us talking about this. You might not be tired of us. You might want to just support us anyways. And you know what? For those that do support us, we love you. But the best way to support us right now is to grab yourself a big old cup of Joe. When I say Joe, I mean this Rogue Energy stuff. I need you waking up first thing in the morning with a big old shit to get a big old shit going. Oh, wow. You grab your Rogue Energy cup. Okay, you dip that bad, you just scoop that bad boy right on there. You give that bad boy shaky dakey, you know what I'm saying? And then you're out the dang door, okay? You need this beverage in your life. I cannot express that enough. You can head on over to rogueenergy.com and use code GKRAKEN for 10% off any purchase of shaker or formula tub of your choosing. That's GKRAKEN for 10% off any shaker or formula tub that you would like. Now, back to the episode. Welcome back, guys. Thank you for hanging in there, for checking out our ads there. We're going to be getting new sponsors here pretty soon, so hang tight, guys. We got some more fun stuff we have to offer you guys at home. So, in the meantime, DJ, what are we doing next, my dude?
Better protect your neck or now, because we're going into the gallows.
The gallows! Protect your neck. Guys, for the gallows, our headlining segment today, we are talking the top movies of the 2000s ranked. So we are ranking the top 10 movies throughout the 2000s. And the way that we built this together here is I have a comprehensive list of the top Metacritic rated film for each year of the 2000s, from 2000 to 2009, okay? What we have here in 2000 is Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. 2001, Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. 2002, Spirited Away. 2003, Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. 2004, The Incredibles. 2005, Brokeback Mountain. Oh boy. 2006, Pan's Labyrinth. Oh, 2007, Ratatouille. 2008, Wall-E, and 2009, The Hurt Locker. So these were the highest rated Metacritic movies of AAA blockbuster titles, because there were some higher rated like indie titles that were like maybe one spot above each one of these, but these were the highest rated that I found that were like movies that everybody would know to some extent or another. Okay,
right.
So DJ, what I want to do with you is have me and you rank these top 10 from bottom, the top, the best of the worst, or the worst of the best, leading from top 10 to the number one movie of the 2000s.
I would need your help with the Lord of the Rings, because I haven't seen either.
That is okay. I can handle that for you.
Or Brokeback Mountain, but I can assume what Brokeback Mountain is.
We all know that Brokeback Mountain was the movie about the 2 gay cowboys living in the mountains.
Yeah.
It is a very good movie. It is very, very topical for most people, because most people do not watch that movie and go, wow, what a piece of art. It was a good movie. Like, it was really, really, really well put together here. So actually, let's talk about this very briefly here. So, DJ, you've seen Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Of course.
Okay, you have not seen the Lord of the Rings movies. You've seen Spirited Away.
Yes, I have.
The Incredibles.
Of course, Incredibles.
Pan's Labyrinth.
I don't know Pan's Labyrinth. Can you give me like quick synopsis?
Pan's Labyrinth is the one where the weird creature dude has the eyeballs on his hands.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, right, Pan's Labyrinth. Yeah, creepy little thriller movie, Guillermo del Toro. Trauma movie for sure. Ratatouille, you know Ratatouille. Everyone knows Ratatouille.
Actually, no, I don't know Ratatouille.
That's not the mouse's name. Wall-E, another fucking hit classic coming from Pixar, and The Hurt Locker.
I've seen The Hurt Locker.
You've seen that's a fucking good movie, my boy.
Great movie.
That's a
great movie,
fucking good movie.
Man. Such a good movie.
So DJ, let's start with our number 10 slot. Okay, what I will say is, of all these movies, I would argue that Brokeback Mountain is probably the least to hold up of all of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say Brokeback Mountain's probably 10.
Yes. I would argue as such. So we'll immediately move this down to the number 10 slot. Boop. There we go. And so number 9 here, what is the second least of these movies?
Ooh, dude.
Man, because these are good movies, man. These are some fucking good movies, dude.
Dog, it's honestly between Wall-E and Ratatouille.
That's what I was gonna say that too, because
I think I like Ratatouille more than Wall-E, but I feel like Wall-E is really iconic. Both of them are pretty iconic.
Both are iconic as fuck. I would say Ratatouille is more iconic than Wall-E. I don't know if that necessarily makes it a better movie.
But like Wall-E's like story really coincides to like it's kind of topical now because it's kind of like where we're going.
Pretty on the nose, yeah.
Really on the nose. So I'd say, fuck, dude.
Because they're both good. They're both good for different reasons. I feel like Wall-E was a heartbreaker because that movie's sad as fuck.
Made me cry. Yeah, Ratatouille doesn't really make you cry.
It doesn't, but it's a better character story.
True. Yeah, character more evolves in Ratatouille. So I'd say Wall-E, Ratatouille. Like Wall-E at 9, Ratatouille 8.
I like that. I can concede to that, my friend. So let's go ahead and put that there. So we have our number 8 with Ratatouille. Actually, that E is still bold. I changed that real quick. There you go. Okay, number 9, Wall-E. Number 8, Ratatouille. So our number 7 then. Fuck, there's some good movies here, man. There's some good movies here, dude.
So what do you think of the Lord of the Rings movies? Like what? So I can give you get your thought process on
I personally, so Return of the King I feel is the best Lord of the Rings movie. Just because as a movie it's the best. The Two Towers is the best Lord of the Rings movie, but the Return of the King is the better movie of the three, in my opinion.
Right.
So I would argue that the Lord of the Rings movies shouldn't fall anywhere below 5, any of them, because they're incredible. They're incredible. So, Devin, why are 2 Lord of the Rings movies here? So, Devin, what I did here is I found the highest Metacritic rating for movie for each year of the 2000s and put them here. So 2001, the highest Metacritic rated movie was Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring. In 2003, the highest Metacritic movie rated movie was Lord of the Rings The Return of the King. So that kind of sort of explains that for you guys. So I don't think either of the Lord of the Rings movies should be below like 5th place, to be honest, because they are incredibly well done. They've gone down in history for a reason, I feel.
Okay. Maybe Incredibles and then Pan's Labyrinth? Or Pan's Labyrinth,
so I guess we have to have the conversation of, because I do feel like that would make sense for these next 2 spots. So the argument is which one is better between The Incredibles and Pan's Labyrinth, right? So Pan's Labyrinth.
I like The Incredibles more because I've seen it.
No, I got you. Pan's Labyrinth, as Devin in chat says, Pan's is a masterpiece. It is a very, very good movie, but so is The Incredibles. The Incredibles is a fucking good movie, dude. Pan's Labyrinth is
like that creature design is very iconic as well.
Exactly. Yeah, Pan's Labyrinth was incredible because the creature design. It was incredible.
You explaining the eyes in the hand thing, like I immediately got that.
Yes, exactly. The storyline is very Alice in Wonderland, which this take of that sort of formula was very, very dope for like that time. Guillermo del Toro is who he is in movies now, probably because of Pan's Labyrinth, to be completely honest, and the popularity that it gained. But as far as which one is the better movie, The Incredibles is very good as far as being a family film, and for a family film for anybody. But I feel like Pan's Labyrinth was better written. is what I would argue.
Okay. Would you? Okay, so let's say we do Incredibles next,
Okay,
and,
yeah,
and then
and then Pan.
possibly the Hurt Locker
Oh, okay.
after.
So now the question
Maybe.
is which movie's better between Pan's Labyrinth and The Hurt Locker? So
I mean, from what you're describing it, like it's like it's a horror, right?
it's a thriller. It's not quite a horror.
Thriller.
It's just it because it's not there to be a horror story. It is more of a just like this girl's running into creepy stuff that feels uncomfortable because the creature design
Right.
looks uncomfortable.
So like I think that should give it a little bit more for being like one of the highest rated of that time.
Okay.
I feel like
Okay.
we're contextualizing that because like all these other films are like okay, we see the appeal,
Right.
right?
Right. Right.
But being that Pan's Labyrinth is able to just like top that list, that being in this list in general, I think we should give it a little bit more credit.
For Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah,
Okay.
if I feel like that's there.
So I mean, because the thing here too is like you and our reaction to the Hurt Locker. So the Hurt Locker, man,
Would
is
you want to
also
replace that with Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon?
that. Hey, actually, that's a good point. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon is on this list, and we've hardly talked about that movie. So that I like that movie was good for us as like Asians,
Yeah,
because
but
that's
like
a seminal like martial arts movie, right?
so,
Like
uh-huh. So let's put it above Ratatouille, bump Incredibles up, and then like we'll talk about Pan's Labyrinth and Hurt Locker. I think I
you think Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon goes under The Incredibles?
yeah right now in this list that we're
Honestly,
looking at, I feel
I can feel that. I can feel that because Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon was cool and like really really like pivotal for like
like watching it
movie
now. It does
making.
not age well.
Correct.
Like
Yeah. Like it was cool for movie making because it was like one of the first
mhm,
movies to really go hard on like over theatrics, like over
yeah,
dramatics in movies. And the way they utilized like rope movement and like
it
string work
yeah
and
it,
stuff
it, it
was
kind of bridged that gap between like Western and Eastern media
yes, yes,
because like
100%.
a ton of Eastern media is like all about the theatrics and like
Yes.
the extra flips, extra this and that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Going over the top. Yeah.
we wouldn't have like all this other shit like now if it wasn't for Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon being so
100%.
popular.
And Chow Yun Fat, man. Like I miss his ass in
Yeah,
movies, dude. I miss him so
yeah.
much in movies. So we have Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and then The Incredibles. So now the conversation of Pan's Labyrinth and The Hurt Locker. So for anyone who doesn't know this, The Hurt Locker is the movie. It's a military movie starring Jeremy Renner, and he
hmm
is playing as a bomb squad expert in the military
And
during
Anthony Mackie's in it.
Anthony Mackie is in this movie as well. He plays as the sergeant.
hmm
Renner plays as a bomb squad specialist for the United States Army during the invasion of the Middle East that the United States had, in which United States soldiers were getting like blown up by mines and shit. And one of the soldiers gets caught up on a mine, and Jeremy Renner's character has to save this guy from getting fucking blown to pieces while disarming the bomb. And it is a very high intensity, very
It and it kind
uncomfortable
of like
situation.
it's kind of like one of the more like realistic like wartime movies.
Yes. Yeah.
In the sense of like there isn't like a plot point, like a central plot point. It's kind of like a compilation of like what these guys go through.
Yes.
Um, that revolves around Jeremy Renner's character
Yeah.
and like what he goes through and like how he experiences that trauma of like being out there, being a bomb squad specialist.
Yes. Yes.
Um,
100%.
it's pretty badass. It's a pretty badass movie, but I think we dock points for military propaganda.
Well, what I was gonna say too is that I don't feel like the Hurt Locker does for most of the movie. It doesn't really do much more than Jarhead did. as far as
Right.
military movies are concerned, right? So like when I think of like my favorite military movies, The Hurt Locker isn't even really in the top three. So like
Mm.
I feel there's better military movies, and even though it was very, very good as a movie, I think The Incredibles was better.
Hmm. You know what? I can
Personally.
concede to that. I can concede to that,
Yeah. Okay. All right.
and
All right.
we can Incredibles can move up because honestly, it's pretty iconic. I think everyone recognizes the Incredibles.
100%. 100%. Like I don't think The Incredibles would have blown up in popularity the way it did unless it was that good of a movie. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like unless it was
Right.
that fucking good, dude. So now we have our next conversation that needs to be had. What is better between Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, and Pan's Labyrinth?
You said was Return of the King. Is that like the better overall movie out of
Of the Lord
the?
of the Rings films, yes. I personally feel that it was the best movie of the Lord of the Rings standalone, because
Mhm.
everything from the second movie pays off in the third movie, where the second movie
Right.
kind of just does its own thing, exists the way that it needs to exist. And I understand that that's not quite as much the fault of the movies as it is the books, but the movie makes things that happen in the second movie that isn't in the books pay off correctly when it does happen in the movie. So
Right.
I guess actually a better way that I would phrase this is, what's better between Pan's Labyrinth and the Fellowship of the Ring?
I mean, what do you think, man? Because I'm here like I'm just here for the
Because
ride on
these are
this
two,
one.
yeah. Because you probably only seen Pan's Labyrinth maybe once in your lifetime, right? So like,
Mhm.
and you haven't seen Fellowship at all, which you fucking should. It's a crime that you haven't watched those damn movies. But we need to do a fucking watch along of the Lord of the Rings films with
For the
you.
Lord of the Rings, yeah,
God damn,
I
man.
need to.
God damn, dude. That anniversary's coming up soon, so we'll be talking.
Mhm.
Uh, I think, and it's hard because I'm biased here. I might need Devin to chime in. I might need Devin to chime in really quick, but because I need an unbiased opinion here, I think Fellowship of the Ring is a better movie than Pan's Labyrinth, but not by a whole lot. Like it is marginal. Like Pan's
Mhm.
Labyrinth was a fucking good movie, dude. And Fellowship of the Ring is fucking incredible as a book to movie adaptation, because I remember reading the Lord of the Rings books when I was 14 years old, and every single actor in the Lord of the Rings movies looks exactly how I imagined those characters to look in my head when I was reading the books.
Mm.
It's like the casting was perfect. The set design is perfect. The costume design, perfect. Everything about Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring was the perfect opening to that epic ass story. But Pan's Labyrinth is this raw dog, standalone fucking good movie. So, Devin, if you could, what do you think is better between Pan's Labyrinth and Fellowship of the Ring? I need to hear from you. I think Pan's
Yeah, I
did
was gonna.
more for cinema than Lord of the Rings. Oh, I don't know about that.
I don't know about that, but I do agree with Devin saying I think Lord of the Rings, Pan's Labyrinth above the Fellowship of the Ring.
Fellowship of
I
the
think
Ring?
I think
Yeah.
because like it's already top five. We can give it that, or it's top four
You
right
know,
now.
actually, you're right. You're right. I might actually be okay with that, because we're talking like the worst of the best here, right? We're talking the best of the best
Yeah.
here, while also the worst of the best. And I think Fellowship of the Ring at number 5 is probably okay. I feel
It's
like,
gonna be a four actually. It's four.
oh
I think
yeah,
is
yeah,
is
yeah,
a good spot
it's gonna slide.
because
Yeah, yeah, right,
we
right.
yeah.
So I say we move this way and put this here. I think I can concede that that looks okay. I think I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
Now,
I think now it's Pans and Spirited Away.
yes, so like that's a big question here. Is
Or the top three. We have the top three. It's Return of the King, Spirited Away, and
and
Pan's
Pan's
Labyrinth.
Labyrinth. So
I
like
think Pan's Labyrinth's run stops here. I think
I think
that's where
number
it
3,
stops.
yes, I think number 3 fits okay for Pan's Labyrinth. So now the big
It's
question
between
is
Spirited
Spirit
Away
Away
and Return
and
of the King.
Return of the King. And honestly, as much as I love Lord of the Rings, Spirited Away is one of the best movies I've ever seen in my entire life. To this day, that movie is out of this
I'm
world.
partial to Howl's Moving Castle, but I agree.
Sure,
Spirited Away
sure,
is a pretty
sure.
beautiful movie.
I think Spirited Away is just an absolute piece of, you know how we were talking earlier about like Brokeback Mountain. Nobody watches Brokeback Mountain, thinks like, oh, that's a piece of art. Spirited
But
Away
like
is that
everyone's
movie.
seen, Spirited Away is the movie. It's the movie.
It's that movie. Like when you think of like Japanese art piece movies, this is that movie. Like Spirited Away is it, man.
It is literally the first thing to be named after someone mentions Studio Ghibli.
Literally between Totoro, Spirited Away, and arguably like Howl's Moving Castle, actually, because as much as I want to say Princess Mononoke, like that movie didn't quite grab quite as much popularity as the big three, right? Which is Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle, and Totoro, My Neighbor Totoro. Yeah. Spirited Away, of those three, I still think is like the best written. There's a level of ambiance that's in that movie, and like just general flavor. Just there's a taste to Spirited Away that is just unrivaled for most animated movies. What's up, BJ?
I think I need to rewatch it because I watched it, or I bought it on Blu-ray, and I wanted me and my ex to watch it.
Yeah.
But then we broke up, and then I watched it like 2 days after the breakup. So like I was already crying, and I cried more. But like I feel like I couldn't watch the movie through my tears. So I probably need to rewatch it.
It is that good of a movie though. I mean, like it
is a great movie.
Even when I was younger and first watched it, like I choked the fuck up too. And it is, I don't know, man. Like there's something about Spirited Away that speaks to like an audience in a way that like you don't get to feel emotion the same way in something like Return of the King as an epic medieval story. Fantasy story,
right? And I feel like Spirited Away can be more appealing to like everybody, because like Lord of the Rings is like like for me, like I thought Lord of the Rings was like, I didn't want to touch it. So like I feel like a more approachable Spirited Away. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I heard it's good.
And I mean, as far as beautiful. As far as like high fantasy stories though, like Spirited Away is just like way more well-rounded. Like I think you're actually on to something. That like Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, generally speaking, is an epic fucking movie. It is like the entire like lead up to the final battle, the like everything that happens in that movie, the payoff from the second movie is fucking incredibly well done. But Spirited Away has so much heart in that movie that one would argue is not quite as present in Return of the King. So I think our list here is where we're at.
I think it's perfect.
I think it's perfect, my friend.
I agree with this wholeheartedly.
Yeah, right. Devin does say yes and no. There is a group that just hate animation, and they do. There's a lot of people that actually stay away from animated movies because they think it's for kids.
But like that's like literally like 5% of like global population, I feel. 10,
I mean, arguably, like
arguably 10% of like global population does not like animation whatsoever.
Yeah.
Which I don't get, but I mean, to each their own.
Either way, semantical argument. But it looks like we have our rankings for the best movies of the 2000s, ladies, gentlemen, ladies and gents. We have number 10, Brokeback Mountain. Number 9, WALL-E. Oh, sorry. Let me back up. Number 10, Brokeback Mountain from 2005. Number 9, WALL-E from 2008. Number 8, Ratatouille from 2007. Number 7, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon from 2000. Number 6, The Hurt Locker from 2009. Number 5, The Incredibles from 2004. Number 4, Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring from 2001. Number 3, Pan's Labyrinth from 2006. Number 2, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King from 2003. And finally, our number 1 movie from the 2000s. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Spirited Away from 2002. Give us a hand, DJ.
Oh, yeah.
Give us a hand, baby. Good list. Good list. You know what I'm saying? Guys, thank you so much for being here for that. I love when we do list rankings like this. Like our ranking stuff is like top-notch content. I love this shit. I
Mhm.
love this shit so much. Guys, let's talk about our schedule for next week really quick. So on Tuesday, we have another Good Kraken podcast where we're going to be talking about the easy mode debate. So obviously there's a lot of talk that people have had about whether or not easy mode should even be in video games. There's a lot of people that think that if you're asking for an easy mode, you're fucking up the video game entirely. There's some people that think if you have an easy mode, then fucking use it if you want to. It doesn't bother anybody. And so we need to have that conversation with you guys at home. That'll be Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific time for our live recording. And then on Wednesday, we have an Ocean Shrine story time where yours truly, or no, Pearson, that's me, is going to be doing some Destiny 2 Lightfall because we didn't get a chance to do it for Splash Damage this past week. So I will be playing some Destiny 2 for you guys. And then Thursday, we have another Shipwreck Show live recording where in our Discord channel, you can join our Discord channel. If you are a Twitch subscriber, you have access to a little section there called the Shipwreck Submissions channel where you can write in any questions or topics that you want us to answer on the show and talk about. And we pick the best questions that I think will make the best content, and we answer them live right here at twitch.tv/GoodKrakenShow for you guys to be able to hear and have a good time with us. So come in, catch us for that. It's going to be a fun time. Friday, we are not doing any content. The multiplayer game world right now is a little bit weird. Destiny 2 Lightfall is getting taken over on story time, but we're kind of in a weird rocky place because we don't know how people are feeling about Lightfall enough to want to do 2 pieces of content for it this week. So we're going to take Friday off because me and Genesee are going to be going and seeing for Saturday Scream 6, because on Saturday for Good Kraken podcast, we're going to be doing Scream 6 review. Because me and Genesee did Scream 5, and we fucking hated it. And now we're going to see if we hate Scream 6 as well. So, but if any of you GK family want to go see that, I know Devin doesn't, but you guys can join us for our review. Either way, guys, please let us know whether you thought our list was dope, what you thought was the best movie of the 2000s. Let us know here. Let us know in our Discord. Let us know on Twitter. Let us know in the comments below. We want to hear from you guys as always, because this has been the Good Kraken podcast, your choice for all the nerdy video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you want to hear, live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Saturdays at 12 p.m. right here at twitch.tv/GoodKrakenShow. If you enjoy the show, you can head on over to our Discord channel where you can submit questions and topics to the show. You get exclusive content, and soon you have early access to episodes before they go live on podcast and video services across the digital sea.
Yarg.
Thank you, DJ. You can also support us by going to our YouTube channel by clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Good Kraken with an exclamation mark and leaving a review there. We gotta get rolling on out of here, everybody. But until next time, my friends, go watch Spirited Away. God damn, what a movie.
Do that.
God damn.
I gotta watch the Lord of the Rings movie.
You know what I'm saying? You need to see you thought fucking Creed 3's final fight was fucking dope. Lord of the Rings Return of the King. Yeah, I'm stoked to watch the Two Towers with you because you're gonna see the Battle of Minas Tirith and shit your fucking pants, dude. That battle fucking goes off.
Yeah, I better shit my pants or I'm
it's getting to the Battle of Minas Tirith that we gotta get you there. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, love you guys. Bye.